I'm Josh.
I'm Josh.
And I'm not Josh, but together we are
Joshingaroundinea.
Man, it's been so long since we recorded, I nearly forgot my own name.
All I need to do is remember your name. So that's okay.
I actually don't achieve self-awareness until I start recording a podcast again. Excellent. Right. Thank you for listening and being faithful to our podcast despite our lack of uploads. But yeah, welcome back. This is Joshing Around in There. Guys, I'm just going to go straight into it. We've got a listener question. I think it might be our best one yet. It's from Andrea DeMarcy. He says, "Hi there. My name is Andrea DeMarcy and I'm the founder of Pod SEO. At Pod SEO, we crawl hundreds of thousands of keywords across podcast platforms every day to understand how shows perform in search. While analysing this data, joshingaroundinea, in brackets, caught my attention. And I wanted to share..." Oh, it's very nice. It's caught his attention.
Lovely, yeah.
Thanks, Andrea.
Thanks, Andrea.
Thank you so much.
Super nice.
He says, "And I wanted to share some insights about your current keyword visibility."
Oh,
He just did it for us.
What a kind
Just because
man.
he fancied to helping us out. Right, here are the top 3 keywords your podcast is currently ranking for. Okay, this is Apple Podcast Rankings. The keyword is EA or EA. Guys, we are... Do you want to take a guess where we are in the world?
Where we're ranked.
Yeah.
If people search for Aya,
Yes.
I feel like I only know of like 4 Conquest podcasts, so I'm going to guess we're 5th.
Okay, you're right. Josh is guessing 5th. What about you, Sam?
29th.
Okay, 27th. We're 27th.
Oh, right. I win.
Yeah, so you weren't...
There's 26 podcasts ahead of us talking about Conquest.
Talking
Not
about
about Conquest.
No, it is
historic
EA,
thing,
to be fair.
Oh, it's not got the little...
EA.
Oh,
EA.
EA.
As in it's all
Actually, we're doing
lowercase.
super well.
We're doing fantastic.
Yeah, because
EA
EA Sports is in the
Yeah.
game. Yeah. We're smashing it. Oh, dear.
Joshing around in EA.
Yes. Brilliant. Oh, dear.
This is the best one yet. Andrea, send us another.
Andrea, keep them coming. Okay, also in Apple Podcast Rankings, for the keyword painting tutorials, which I would like to say is actually 2 words, but that's fine. The rank, guesses at the ranks for painting tutorials. Josh, you want to guess? Take a stab at a guess.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, how many podcasts on painting tutorials
How many
can there even be?
audio-only podcasts
Yes.
on painting tutorials?
I
We've got to be
dunno.
doing all right.
I'm going to guess we're like 49th out of 50.
49, okay. Sam?
I'll go 20s again. What do you say?
97th. We're 97th.
Top 100 podcast for painting tutorials.
Yeah, top 100 out of 99 podcasts.
I'm just... How are there 97 podcasts ahead of us for painting tutorial? I mean, that is atrocious. I guess it's like painting other stuff, right? So I would assume if Bob Ross had a podcast...
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he doesn't.
Big gold tier. Oh, he doesn't. Maybe he does.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, who knows?
Well, I mean, I can guarantee you Bob Ross doesn't have one.
Wall painting.
I mean, unless he has figured out how to do podcasts from the grave. Okay, moving on. Spotify rankings. Okay, top 3 keywords. Miniature painting. Okay, so we're getting more specific. Miniature painting is the keyword. Do you want to hazard a guess?
44.
44. Okay, Sam?
62.
26th.
Oh, you went away from the 20s.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Because you think about how many Warhammer podcasts are out there. There must be tons of them.
Yeah.
And they will always hit that keyword, I assume.
And there is a particular hobby of miniature painting, which is you get a canvas that's like the size of a postage stamp, and then you do a miniature painting. It's only us that talk about miniature painting, talking about toy soldiers.
Yes.
So I'm super impressed with this.
Yeah?
And it's a lot of effort he's gone to as well to do all of this research.
Very nice. I'm gonna literally go for one more. Okay, it's war games, and the reason why this one is probably the most important is because we actually have a book out on war games.
Do yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you would like to show that out, that's the Wargamers Handbook, available at all your good
Something like that, isn't it?
bookstores. Yeah, something like that. The Wargamers Handbook, a guide to miniature wargaming, something like that. I keep forgetting the title. It's very long. It's an excellent book. Please go buy it on Amazon. We'll put the link in the description.
Yeah.
The Wargamers Guide to the Galaxy. That's it, isn't it?
Wargamers Guide to the
Pretty
Galaxy.
certain, yeah.
Any guesses for war games?
Well,
The
we
key
are
word.
war games, man.
Ninth.
Ninth.
I'm going real optimistic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think we're right up there.
As I've known you for many years, and an optimist is not one of the first words I'd use to describe you. So that's taken a real turn.
I wouldn't
I'm
say it's
happy about
within the
this.
first 97 words you'd use to describe me.
I mean, I
Nice.
feel that there's got to be more podcasts about war games than about painting tutorials, but I think that we are going to rank higher on war games than that. But now we've switched platform, haven't we? So who knows? Spotify, the chaos that exists over there. So
Yes.
let's go 87.
87. Okay, the answer 53. We're 53rd.
Okay.
No, I
Let's
was
get
way
into that.
too optimistic.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
get into the
I
top
mean, so
50.
the one time you've decided to be optimistic, you shouldn't have been. So I don't know if that's encouraging you to be optimistic again or not. But I think we might have just ruined your chances. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to say that Andrea, you can send in your analytics of our podcast anytime you want. So thank you very much to Andrea DeMarcy for your listener question. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, right.
Slightly missed the point of the question.
Yeah, I didn't get too much of a question, but it is what it is. Great. Should we chat about LGT, the London Grand Tournament? It's our highlight of the year. It's the day we look forward to most in our entire year, and 2 out of 3 of the people in this podcast have a wife and children with birthdays, and it is still the most excitable day of the year.
Oh, but that's easy. I mean, children's birthdays are not fun for an adult.
No, I mean, my youngest his birthday is the day before mine.
Oh.
And man, if there is a way to make yourself miserable, it is to have to celebrate a kid's birthday and then go directly into your birthday that you spent cleaning up after some kid's party and people have forgotten it.
Yeah. Oh, Sam, is it your birthday? Yes, it is. Didn't you realise? I know.
Yeah, mum.
So I was too busy celebrating my grandkids. There you go. Anyway, so LGT, very exciting. I thought we'd just run through our list real quick, and then maybe we can have a little think about scenarios. Should we do scenarios first and then lists? So I think that's the maybe the dry, but we'll leave the juicy bit to the end.
Let's get the narrative arc for the day.
Yes, come on. Right, so where is it? Where's it happening? What date? It's the weekend. It's next weekend?
20-something of September.
Great. It's the 20-something of September.
Is it
happening
8th? 28th?
somewhere in
29th?
London?
Something like that, yeah. Same place as
Who's
last year?
coming?
Yeah, it's like the athletics, some sort of athletics.
Lee
Valley.
Yeah.
Lee Valley, that's it. Yeah.
Right. It's the day
It's ironic having so many war games.
unathletic people in an athletic centre. Yeah.
I haven't run an athletics track since school.
And yet the smell of sweat on that
Oh,
weekend
yeah.
is going to be so much greater.
Worse than when
Pungent.
there's actually an athletics tournament there.
The pungency levels will be. I mean, someone would think that there's a ferromancer around him.
Oh, that is niche.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to make that joke, it is the right podcast, I would argue, to make that joke on.
There's someone who's been convinced by a friend to try this podcast out, and they switched off at that exact moment.
Yep, I'm done with this. Not only switched off from it, but they've decided not to get involved in the hobby. Actively dissuaded them from the hobby. Oh, dear. Yeah, so Josh, have you got the scenarios?
Yes, so scenario or game 1 is Breakout.
Yes, right. Breakout scenario. Three 9-inch zones with 2 objective markers in the middle one. One is friendly and one is not. And the points switch. So 1 to 4, you're looking for the ones on the outside. 5 to 8, the one in the middle. 9 to 10, the ones on the outside again. So, get that middle zone, you won the game, basically. Pick a side.
Well, I always find that middle zone, though, the problem is having to try and destroy that objective marker to actually kill it actually can be quite difficult to do, depending on what regiment you run in there.
Because are you trying to kill the further objective marker or the
no, they're both on the side.
It's one on each side, but you can't score the middle zone until you've destroyed your objective marker. The way to do it is to get a whole bunch of force-grown drones, chuck them over the top, and then send in a second wave.
I was going to say, so you're...
Yeah, but you can't march over an enemy objective marker.
I thought you could. Can't you?
No. I don't know.
You couldn't.
I thought you could charge through it and do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I think we thought that for one moment, and then there was an FAQ or something. Not an FAQ. There was something where we were
maybe we should go listen to a podcast.
We might have done we talked about this. Honestly, I'm sure it'll be on that exact document you're looking at. It'll be at the top of the document.
I thought the whole thing was that you could be in contact with a marker, and then you could charge through it too.
But I think that's your own one. And actually, I'm not sure you can do that. No.
We have literally got a Vanguard and 2 rules testers in this group, and we have been playing this game for 5 years, and we don't know how to deal with objective markers.
Look, I just want to say it's amazing with the play testers how many rules the play testers don't know. The amount of times on the chat we realised that half the play testers play a rule one way and half play it another way is hilarious. Yeah, just a little insight.
Sorry, can I just say, that's not half. That's all of them playing the rule one way and you playing it the right way. And then they all realise that you've been playing it the right way. And
that did happen recently, and that was the second highlight of my year.
That is brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. So we have Breakout. Okay, so
I guess what we're learning with this one. See, I was wondering something different. What about if you just ignored the middle for a little bit? Because you think they might get to the middle turn 2. If they don't have a medium with impact hits, it could take them 3 turns to destroy that objective. So it might not be till turn 5 where they can score it. If you go for both the outside ones and you actually get them...
You know what? It's pretty good. Longbowman is pretty good with that.
Yeah.
Because you can get into effective range a little bit more easily.
Yeah, 11 inches.
And then use arcing fire even if something's in front.
Yeah, and you're probably hitting something at least.
You need to do one at a time.
That's it. Only one, baby.
Or, I did actually have a game of Sorcerer Kings the other day. I failed because I rolled badly. But I triple activated a Flamecaster to volley at an objective marker, then charge the objective marker, then clash the objective marker to try and destroy it in 1 turn.
The sweat is dripping off. You sweaty little wargamer. Look at you flipping it. I mean, fair enough, but you are, yeah, that's filthy. If someone did that in a game against me, I'd just
flip the table.
I think I would flip the table. I'd be like, surely not.
Okay, well, so that one there we've learnt possibly see if you can go through an enemy objective marker, in which case if you're super early that would be brutal if you ran past the objective marker and stopped them getting onto the middle objective.
Strix are quite nice for that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Good job no one's playing Spires at the moment. Okay, game 2 we are playing Forlorn Hope.
Forlorn Hope.
I quite like this one. Quite narrow in the middle of the board, so that has got 2 objective markers. You can destroy both of them, and then a little objective zone and a big objective zone on either side, but it's only 2 feet.
Looks like the number 4 on a dice.
Yeah, but if 2 of the dots are way bigger than the other 2, and then there's also 2 objective markers in the middle of the dice.
Yeah. So like a 4 on a dice.
Well, I'm just trying to help out our listeners who are most likely driving to LGT as they listen.
Yeah.
It's like a 4 on dice with the opposite sides being smaller. So you got 2 9s, 2 6s, which is Sam's always said. But anyway, and then what are the other ones? The rules.
Oh yeah, so the rules are 3 points for an objective marker, 2 points for a zone, an extra 3 if you're holding 3 zones. Oh, I remember doing really well with this this scenario at a tournament. Yeah. And then 2 points for every character that you've destroyed. So nothing for regiments.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember holding 3 objective zones for several turns in a row and destroying both markers, and that was pretty stompy, that game. Yeah, it was a little bit sad.
So if you're holding 3, that's 12 points a turn? Remember that right?
2, 4, 6.
Oh, 2 points per marker.
3 is 9.
Okay.
Also, you cannot reinforce from the side in the middle. So you can do up to a foot on each side, but no further than that. So if you do side reinforcements, which
who does?
I have not done that.
I do with the WEG actually, because they just don't care. You set your line.
Yeah.
About other regiments. Anyway, sorry, but yes, you're right. Every time I've used it, it's ended horribly. Like Josh will be able to tell about an ironclad Drake that I decided to put somewhere it didn't need to be, and it just died.
Oh, that was such a brutal game. So we had this moment where, Josh decided to try and run his ironclad Drake in from the side, and it was like three objective zones, and so he was kind of castling a little bit and going for the other 2, and he's just like, if I ran my ironclad Drake in, I could score the last one and hold all 3 for a turn. And so we did it, and I was there like, oh my goodness, this is terrifying. And then the next turn he realised he had, 2 chariots and some clockwork hoplites all heading for this one ironclad Drake.
Yeah.
And he had nothing good to go for with it. No. And so he decided to go for... Was it one of the chariots, or was it in the side of another regiment?
Yeah, well, I think it was the side of, like... it might have been your phalangites, something like that.
Yeah.
Coming up to the middle objective. And I was just like, just get out, dodge.
I think he did like a 5, maybe. And he...
Yeah, it was 2 chances for a 5.
Yeah, failed. So just charged a little bit more forward on the objective.
Yes.
And then got shot at by both chariots, and then charged by some hoplites.
And actually, the fact that I'd failed the charge and moved forward actually meant that your guaranteed charge with the hoplites was now possible. So in fact, I just made my position worse than if I had done nothing at all.
So it's difficult to weigh that up sometimes, isn't it?
I was just like, you know what, it's a casual game, I'll go for it.
Well, the other night I did not go for it despite it being a casual game, because if I had failed my charge on A5, then I would have broken 4 of my own regiments. So I chose not to do it, and then I rolled the dice just to see if I would get it, and I was going to get it, so should have charged.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I bet I'd have won that game as well if I'd have got that charge in.
Right.
Yeah, but if you'd lost that charge, you might as well just backed up all your models then and there.
That was it.
There you go. Right, Josh, tell us what the next objective is. The next scenario.
So, Maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
That's the 3 which swap, right? Yeah.
Have they changed it? Because it is spelt storm on this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's always been Maelstrom.
Okay.
But we've consistently called it
Maelstrom.
Yeah, but it's always been Maelstrom.
Well, that's terrible, because what about, where's the female storm? I mean, come on.
Okay, angry emails. So, rounds 1 to 4 and 9 to 10, you get 2 points for the middle one. 5 to 8, you get 2 points for the outside 2. And that's the only way to score. So that's a low score.
Yeah, I hate this one. This, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure this is the scenario that I've played in both the finals against James from Just Roll Ones and lost at both times.
Oh, we don't like to talk about it.
No. If I remember, it's one of those ones where, if I remember correctly, it's just such a low scoring one. It's
you got to get out there early.
You got to get out there early. There's no advantage for holding all of them. So, I feel like there's some late game armies where, like earlier, you hold 3, you get 3 bonus points. It can just be humongous getting 3 uncontested turns of scoring.
Yeah.
This one, if you haven't scored anything by turn 5, then you're unlikely to be able to pull it back, even if you wipe them. It is a good one for early game armies, I think.
Okay. All right.
So that's...
Is that all of them? No, there's more.
2 more.
We've then got...
So this will be day 2, won't it?
Day 2, game 4, grind them down. I like this one.
Yeah, big one in the middle, 4 little ones all around, and you get...
Like a number 5 on a dice.
It is more like a number 5 on a squashed dice. And you get... Oh, this is the one where you have to name a zone.
Oh, yeah.
That has
like
no
the
friendly
mini
regiment in it. And if you get into it, you get an extra 3 points. And you only get 1 point for having a zone. So it's better to keep a zone free and then move into it to score 3 points rather than scoring it 2 turns in a row.
This one's actually fine. I don't mind this one. It's the one where you have to hide which one you've chosen.
Yeah.
Then you reveal at the end of the turn, and Josh Cornford just picked the one that he thought you were going to pick. So now it actually scores double.
Yeah.
And you've just lost the game because he knew how to play the mini game better than you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check that was the rules.
Look,
That's even
right.
written in the rules.
I
The
have
Cornford rule.
Yeah.
Look, you guys can understand, I played a good decade of Perudo, and so guessing people's dice under a cup is, I'm fully locked in.
Yeah. That's again a niche reference if you've not played
D&D
Perudo.
skills. That one is there.
But my weirdly proudest moment, I used to beat my mates so regularly. One time they played a game where they decided just not to look at their dice because they thought I could like reading their mind. I got obliterated. I completely lost. It only reinforced the idea that I could read.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, go on. Finish up your explanation of that, Sam. Sorry.
Was there one for killing? Is that killing characters and regiments in that one?
No,
just that one.
Just the zones.
I think this was the one I played Daryl against last year. It's definitely one where if you table someone, it can be quite nice because you just sit there and you just bounce a regiment back and forth, back and forth.
The little generator.
Yeah, and then that's massive. Like getting 4 points a turn when they're only worth 1 each is huge.
Sweet.
So definitely, if anyone's doing well in a game with that, try and set that up well. Yeah. And sometimes even as well, and I made this mistake in my game, for whatever reason I wasn't thinking, I put a corner on one of the objectives one turn, and then next turn I didn't have one to select that I had nothing on, and it would have been better to have not scored that one for a turn, secured it next turn. So trying to not getting on all of them at the same time, actually sometimes getting on one and intentionally staying off one can be better. So there is a bit of thought can really help you out in this one.
Okay, there you go. Whereas all the other scenarios, you don't need to think, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we say that, but I'm sure that's 90% of my approach to some Conquest games.
Well, we do sometimes joke about the Sam approach, which is sometimes just not think about it, just go for it. Like Sam's often, he looks at a charge and like we might do the math, is it worth the risk? And I think Sam's like, I'm here to roll dice. Not charging means I don't get to roll dice, and then he just throws the dice.
Wouldn't it be fun if my Strix managed to get closer to your edge of the table than any of your own units? I bet that would look good in a photo. Worth giving it a go for. Yeah. So.
Look, I've channeled it. I did it at UK Games Expo. I was against someone and a mountain Jotnar, and they're mediums now, so it'd come on turn 2, double marched, and turn 3, I didn't know what to do with it. And I had something, I think it was on a 6 for a charge, and I just thought, I don't know what else I'm going to do. Sam would just roll a dice, and I landed it. And then I had a mountain Jotnar within about 10 inches of his reinforcement zone. I was like, this is incredible.
No wonder Sam is.
I was like, oh, this is fun.
I get it now.
Oh, right, and then we're wrapping up with melee.
Classic.
There we go.
That's a
That
classic.
is 4. That's one we did the other night, isn't it? 4.
Yeah.
2 big ones on each side and 2 little ones, one slightly closer than the other, and you do score points for killing regiments and characters and the warlord.
How many for objectives?
2 points for the little zones and 3 points for the big zones, and an extra 2 points if you've got 2 or more. Lots of points.
This is the one where you can hit a sentry. There's not many scenarios where you can. This is one of them, isn't it? If you have a dominant game, it can look really crazy.
Interestingly, this is, I think, one of the few, I would say, I don't know what disadvantage scenarios, things left in the game for high activation armies.
Yeah.
So what used to happen is that if you had less cards, you would be able to influence the dice roll on your supremacy. But then they got rid of that, and it was just whoever won it last. So that was immediately a thing that stopped a natural thing in the game that meant that if you were to build an elite army list, even though you'd have less activations and you weren't ever going to out-activate your enemy, you would still at least get the advantage on whether you start first or not. They got rid of that, fine. But this is one of the scenarios where actually it's still a benefit to have an elite army, because if you've got less regiments, then you're going to be able, the opponent is going to be able to score less points.
Yeah, it wasn't this scenario. It was is it Foresight with the big one on one side and 2 little ones?
Head to head.
Head to head, yeah. And because you score points for regiments on that one as well. And I faced off against James from Just Roll Ones, and I had loads of just little bits and bobs, and he just ate it all up.
Yeah.
And he scored a lot of points, and I was scoring the zones.
Yeah.
And he outscored me by some distance because he was just killing all my stuff.
This is making me reconsider my list where I was thinking of running 11 regiments. I might get punished on this one.
No. Yeah, but I mean, listen, if you... I think it's still, for 90% of your games, better to be able to out-activate your enemy. Especially if you're going to do a triple activation.
And to be honest, to only have... Was that the only scenario out of the 5 where regiments
Kill
counted?
points, yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty massive. Usually you have at least 2.
Well, it'll be that and head-to-head.
Yeah, we've done head-to-head, I think, every time.
Yeah. There you go. Right. Fascinating. Should we do some army lists?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since neither of you are super eager just yet, I will quickly run through my list. It's actually the same list I brought to UKGE, maybe a little bit different. But I have, here we go, I'm bringing 100 Kingdoms, because, of course, that's what I will always bring to a tournament. And the list is called Same, But Different. No, sorry, actually, that's a different list. This list is called LGT. Very
creative naming.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I'm known for. So I've got a Theist Priest. He's my warlord. He is in a block of 5 militia. He also has the Elysian Fragment upgrade, which means he can do a little cleave 3 turn with a bunch of militia, which is hilarious. And he comes with an Archangel with the shield variant, because that's just still better. Then I've got a Noble Lord with 6 Household Guard. That Noble Lord on foot has Armour of Dominion, so I ignore your cleave and your smite. It now ignores AP as well, which is nice. So shooting. But it does not ignore brutal impact as far as I'm aware.
And if they've changed now, so it's in contact with the regiment, not just the character.
Well, just any hits that come into it. So because you can volley into it.
So it doesn't matter about the side either as well.
Yeah, just anything.
Brutal.
Which is pretty sweet. So for 30 points, it feels like, why would you not always take this? Interestingly, I saw that Carl, for his list that he brought to, I think it was something like Golden Rhino, maybe. It was a tournament in Canada. Anyway, he brought a 100 Kingdoms list. It had lots of little bits of Imperial stuff. But he brought the Gilded Legion. And instead of Armour of Dominion, he brought Gilded Rampart. Now, that saved him 5 points. Gilded Rampart gives you Oblivious.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Which is nice, but surely removing Cleave and Smite is better. Anyway, his list was 1995 points. I'm like, you still had the 5 points to be able to spend. Anyway, I don't know, but that was interesting. So, and he knows more about Conquest than I do. But I wonder why that is, and I'm sure there's a reason. And maybe
Carl,
it's because
if
you've
you're
already
listening,
got hardened one.
Tell us why we're wrong.
Yeah, Carl, tell us. Bro, you don't even know us, but I still want you to answer. Right, I've also got Mounted Noble Lord. He's coming in 2 MSUs of Household Knights. He's naked. He has no upgrades. And he is also coming with... Now, I've put Longbowmen and Mounted Squires. Now, the reason I've gone for Mounted Squires and not another unit of Longbowmen is because they're painted. And they're painted quite nicely. I feel like it would be a shame not to bring as much painted stuff as possible. Now, I think meta-wise, it would probably be better to bring 2 Longbowmen, but is what it is. So I've got that, and then I've got another Noble Lord on foot. He's got Caelid Burn and Eccentric Fighting Style. So he's re-rolling all of his hits. He's re-rolling all of his defences if he gets duelled. But he's also making you re-roll all of your defense rolls with Caelid Burn.
In a duel or just in any?
In a clash, in a duel, in anything.
Oh.
So if he hits you with in the regiment of men at arms he's in, I'm bringing 5 men at arms with him. He has 8 attacks with essentially flurry, cleave 1, and you re-roll all your defense rolls, which will be great fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
That sucks.
Yeah, so that's my list. It's got the Mounted Noble Lord is the dynastic ally. So his warband will get a veteran. You're re-rolling 6s. You're getting a lot of Indomitable. You're getting a blessed turn still. So yeah, lots of good stuff to be enjoying. Lots of synergies. So yeah, that's my list. Bit of a late game one. I'm looking to kind of keep everything nice and close, so I get those re-rolling 6s from the characters and the Indomitable, things like that. The Archangel passing out Divine Purpose for free, which is given +2 to charges. Usually I end up losing my Household Knights pretty quickly, so I'll chuck them right up there and they'll just die, but then they'll fight other stuff and they'll kill other stuff, and they'll usually take a lot longer to die than people think because of his defense 4 re-rolling 6s, which is pretty sweet. Yeah. And usually they kill a couple of things left, and then once you've dealt with them, you've now got a Militia block, an Archangel, a Noble Lord with 6 Household Guard, a Noble Lord with 5 men at arms, and then a Mounted Squires and a Longbowman still left to deal with. So you're just like, okay, I feel like usually I end up thinking, yeah, this is all right.
Yeah, it's a good list.
Yeah. Right, who else going next?
Nice. Well, my list is called Through Fire and Flames.
Nice. Dragon Force?
Yeah.
Love it.
If we weren't going to get a copyright strike, I'd ask you to just play a little clip of it now.
Through the fire and the flames we carry on. So any of you who've played Guitar Hero 6 Legends of Rock will know. It was a Guitar Hero 4, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, that was a classic.
One of them. But yeah, mad song. But yeah, I am. I'm just being a little bit sweaty. I'm going for Sorcerer Kings because they feel like they're in a good place. I'm going for Fire Elementals because they're currently the best. I'm gonna have a whole load of the Flame Casters until they inevitably get nerfed at some point. Gonna have a few Sword Dancers because triple activating for that kind of move charge clash is pretty brutal with them. And got a few Ghouls as well because they count as Fire Elementals. So I think theoretically, if nothing dies, turn 5, I can generate 20 tokens.
Ooh.
Which gets me nearly 3 rituals. So yeah, basically, kind of get 2 rituals a turn, loads of activations, loads of synergy with the fire, trying to heal stuff up, make sure everything's inflamed. And yeah, just generally try hard.
How many regiments of Flamecasters have you got?
I think 4.
How many regiments of sword dancers?
I think 3. I think I was looking at 4 goals. I've still got 1 or 2 games this week just to try and finalise my decisions. But no, they feel in a pretty good place at the moment. I think the volume of hits is really good against lots of monsters. I think it works pretty well against Euroni.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of 100 Kingdoms players out there, which are probably the worst for it to face. You know, like if you get like your household knights with kind of defense 4 re-rolling 6s, they're going to have a real rough time fighting that. But other than that, and a bit of a rough time against Dweg, but again, neither Dweg or 100 Kingdoms are like super common at the moment. So I think not only are they in a strong place, but I think where the meta is, they've got kind of relatively good matchups. So that's what I'm looking at going for.
My sweaty list.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I was
less, Josh.
tempted was to go the complete opposite and just go for as much defense for hardened City States regiments as I could get into one list.
Yeah. I mean, that's
that was the other thing. I was like, that would just counter all Sorcerer Kings, and I think even a lot of Euroni would struggle with that. Except you've got the guys with Flawless Strike. I think they'd probably do pretty well against that.
Yeah.
But a lot of US guys are only like Cleave 1, aren't they? A couple of Cleave 2s.
A bit of Cleave 2.
Oh, well,
yeah.
100 Kingdoms for sure would have a terrible time because everything in 100 Kingdoms is Cleave 1 or AP 1.
Yeah. Well, so like the Talos is actually hardened 2, and the Clockwork Hoplites are hardened 1. If you went for the Mechanist as your Warlord, you can get them up to hardened 2. Which, no one's running City States. I was shocked that no one ran it at Chios. So I don't know. Maybe they need 1 or 2 little updates. But to me, anything that's got defense 4 and hardened just feels like oppressively hard to kill.
Yeah.
And the Clockwork Hoplites as well have got no resolve.
But I think that maybe the difference is that yes, they're hard to kill. They're also they're not really slow, but it's the fact that they're heavies means they're just not getting onto the objectives soon enough to be able to do anything. So I think in a game where you're like everyone's trying to rush ahead, you know, you got Euroni. How far can those flipping Tengu, Bushi go in their first turn?
I think it's 20, is
It's
it?
like 20 inches. It's just insane. You got Hunter Cadre zipping up the board at 18 inches. Like, you think there's just stuff going super fast. Yeah, sure, like, you're not going to die. But, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not.
I think that probably is the problem with them, because you can move them quite far, because you can increase their move, and you can give them whatever it is where...
Juggernaut.
No, but you can do a third march if you've done 2 marches.
Double time.
Yeah, so they've got double time as well.
Double time never gets used, though. Because normally on your second activation with the unit, you want to charge something.
And that's the problem, is you move on twice turn 1 and you get on to move 6.
Steel Legion could get it, and it's pointless.
But I'm like, who then turn 4 actually has the ability to move 18 inches in any direction?
Yeah.
So no, I am fully with you there. And I think that's probably part of the problem, is they're like really hard to kill, but because they're a bit slow, they haven't got you need elements in the army that have got removal power. Because if you come on late, you've got to be able to take stuff off objectives.
Yes.
And neither Talos or Clockwork Hoplites are doing that. You need something.
You need punch, yeah. Well, who said that? I feel like Clockwork Hoplites usually running them in big blocks. Oh no, you're more kind of blocks of 4 MSUs kind of thing, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, some people have gone up to 5s. They haven't got any support, so they're still just...
Oh, they're not?
No.
Surely with the spears they'd get some support. That's a bit much.
I would have... well, there you go. You can fact check me now. Let's have a little look.
Support 2.
Oh, they have got support 2. Yeah, apologies.
And flurry. What?
Yeah. They got flurry. So they can get like a decent, cleave 1, flurry. If they're with the character, you can get them up to clash 3, so they can't be inspired. But yeah, so they do hit a little bit, but they're not crazy removal.
Yeah.
Like I think you probably need to pair them with like a Hephaestion or the Promethean Satyr. Both of those you can get to cleave 3. So if you had those guys like running, they could help remove something off an objective.
Stuff, yeah. Great. So Sorcerer Kings, not City States.
If you can't tell, I'm about 90% set on Sorcerer Kings because I'm a bit of a try-hard nut. I think they're in the best place, but my heart is with City States, and I'm quite excited about playing them.
The 29th of September, you're the City States, man.
Yeah.
Your heart is with the nation of diplomats and philosophers. Great. Sam, Spires. Go on.
It is going to be Spires. I had a wrestle in my heart as to whether I would take Euroni or Spires, but Euroni feels like it's a bit middle of the road. It'll do quite well.
I feel like you're the opposite of me. I feel like you're like looking at Euroni. That's the try-hard faction. I want to pick the one that everyone's writing off this year.
There are a few different factors to it. One is I have quite low confidence in my own ability to win a game of Conquest, and if I go in with an army that I think is actually going to do quite well, I'm going to come to the end of that being disappointed. But if I go in with Spires, knowing that Spires consistently is coming at the bottom of tables, oh man, if I win a game or two with them, I am going to feel like I am the king of the world.
If I lose a game of Conquest at LGT to Spires, I think I might have to reconsider my entire life. Like where they are at the moment, I feel like,
So, so I have gone with a Spires list, and it's in some ways quite similar to the lists that I have gone in the past, which draws me into a little rabbit hole that I'm going to resist for the moment, but is definitely fun to play. I definitely know the list. And it leans into the lore. So the name of my list is Wish You Were Here, Bernard, because most lists that I've run, I've had Bernard as one of my characters. And in the lore of my army, then there's Bernard, the High Clone Executor, who consistently gets annoyed at the fact that Bernard, one of the marksman clones, is
believe
also
it's the
called
standard
Bernard.
bearer for the marksman
It's
clones.
the leader.
Oh, it's the leader. Apologies.
Who's got a very colourful feathered headdress.
Yes.
And that's Bernard. And most people, when they say Bernard, they mean that guy.
Yes.
Not the High Clone Executive Bernard.
And he's a bit salty because, come on, I'm a few ranks above here.
I outrank you. So if you're talking about Bernard, I am Bernard 1 and that guy is Bernard 2. But unfortunately, Wish You Were Here, Bernard is referencing the marksman clone.
Yes. Excellent.
So the 3 characters that we have got Arnie, the Ferromancer, Gregor, the Biomancer, and Eugenie, the Lineage Prideborn.
Brilliant.
Eugenie?
Yeah, because the Lineage Highborn is Beatrice. And so she's Eugenie. That just seemed to tie together. We've got a Ferromancer just in an MSU of Force-Grown Drones, and I'm going with the Ferromancer Warlord ability and army rule, despite the fact that nobody on the Discord plays that army rule. And then we'll have...
What, the Underspire?
Yeah. Directorate or Sovereign Lineage, they are the only ones that anybody runs. Only an idiot would run Underspire. So let's see if I can get a solid mid-table.
Who wants to heal back 4 stands of Force-Grown Drones, Brute Drones, Onslaught Drones, or Strix a turn? Who wants to re-roll all of their resolve rolls within a million inches of the Ferromancer, apparently? Because that sucks, obviously.
Yeah. You're not going to score.
No.
But man, is it fun.
Yeah.
Dice rolling, yeah. So, little MSU with the Ferromancer, 2 sets of Strix to... flap around. A set of 6 stands of Brute Drones to be a nice blob to sit on an objective zone. Biomancer with Degenerative Aura, so has lethal demise and stops anything in contact with it from healing.
An often forgotten rule.
It is often forgotten by me. But I did remember it the other night.
I feel like you remind me frequently that card.
He's in a set of 12 stands of Force-Grown Drones. I feel like I'd like to get that bigger, but 12 is...
I mean, I do hate streaks. They are very good, but I mean, removing one set of streaks to go up to 15 force-grown drones, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Or do you need it for the restricted?
So I'm just adding... I could go up to 16.
16? Oh, yeah, because they're 30 each.
I
think you got to do it. Do it.
I don't know if I've got enough.
That's a lie.
No, yeah,
that's a lie. You know, you have enough force-grown drones.
I thought you had like 21
Every
or
Spires
something.
Yeah, I think it's
has 30 million.
Also in the Biomancer's Warband, it's a Terraphon Surveyor, and so I have been playing that with an Abomination, but Terraphon Surveyor gives a whole bunch of extra bits and bobs for barely any more points, and so that is worth going for. Lineage Prideborn with some Leonine Avatara for some lovely AP2 deadly shot shooting, lovely against everybody except for you, because of you re-rolling 6s.
Yes.
And because they're size 2, they can see over the top, which is perfect. And then a set of 4 Incarnate Sentinels, and Incarnate Sentinels we all just love. So that little set should be enough to get me out early. Nice good board presence that I can dictate how the game starts, and then just hopefully survive for long enough to score enough points to eke out a win. And if I can do that 3 times out of 5, I'm going to feel like I've won.
Okay, that sounds great. Sam, I think you will do better than you think.
Yeah, I'm wondering who the listeners are least looking forward to play, because there's Sam, because there's the shame of losing to Spires, and not only Spires playing the under Spire rule.
Yeah. The off meta Spires. Yeah.
There's facing Gagel's 100 Kingdoms with those 2 bricks, which are like complicated puzzle pieces to solve. Your like super killy noble lord, who's gonna be hard to get rid of in a block of how many? 6 men at arms?
Oh, only 5, but still
5.
They've got
Still.
hardened.
With hardened, or your Gilded Legion household guard. That's it. With that, you can't use cleave, can't use smite, and they hit back hard as well. Like, I think those 2 little blocks, they've like, people have got to think about how to solve them. If they don't put the right thing into them, they're going to be in trouble.
And then you've also got the Archangel, and if I play it right, what happens is the Archangel charges into something. Because it's the shield variant, depending on how many hits it hits with its impacts and clash, it can give regiments around it, infantry regiments around it, up to regen 5 draw event.
Oh, it is horrible.
You just keep hitting with stuff, and because everything's so close together, because I've castled up, you're just giving out free regen you're just generating it on the units. It's wonderful.
I think it's the underappreciated army at the moment. I think the synergies of doing this, and the round where you give everything blessed.
Yeah.
I think people are used to being scared of all the knights and stuff. I think a few people are going to go and just thinking, some infantry. I haven't really seen this in a while. And then they're going to be shocked. The healing, the hard to kill bricks.
Yeah. There's usually either the kind of more meta, like, orders lists, or there's like super techie imperial lists. And I'm not really fussed about either of those, so I just want a big old Archangel, which I will have painted by LGT. That's my promise to you.
That into
manifesting it.
And if he hasn't, then what we're going to do is we're going to strip him down naked, and he's going to have to walk through LGT, and we'll walk behind him and we'll shout, shame. Shame. Shame.
Great. Well, if you would like to see the Cersei Lannistering of Josh Cagle, then please come along to LGC this year, which is happening next weekend at some athletic centre somewhere.
Do a full 400 metre lap.
That smell we talked about isn't coming from anyone but me. There you go. Right. Well, excellent. Guys, we were going to start this podcast pretending like we'd already been to LGT. I think we should record that now.
What, you put it in at the
right
front?
now? No. We're just going to record.
We just drop it.
I'll put it in the podcast at the beginning. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Guys, LGT, it was great this year, wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic. What a time. Who would have thought Sam would have gone 5-0 with Spires?
Oh no, Sam is now the UK Conquest champion with an off-meta Spires list. I mean, Sam, how's it feel?
Well, I mean, I have to say, I have to hand the victory over to everybody that I played. That after 5 rounds of me healing myself back up, each one just conceded one after the
Yes,
other.
yeah.
Parabellum having just offered me the ticket to Kiosk next year, just out of respect for what I've achieved.
I believe the last matchup you had, you put your models on the table, and your opponent offered their hand as in submission.
Opponents
immediately,
because both Aaron and James decided they were going to partner up, and my 2000 was going to play 4,000 points.
Yes, and they both simultaneously threw in the white flag, white towel or whatever.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. Yeah.
And they it's crazy. We came in first, second, and third, and Aaron and James came in last,
bottom 2,
joint last.
Yeah,
which we've never seen.
Never seen before. They had to order another wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Someone ran to local Tesco with a Sharpie.
And then just Sharpied on a C.
Yeah.
So, us having ordered those custom dice that just roll 6s and sneaking them into their bags, that did the trick.
Yeah, if you see us just like ocean style flicking a lighter.
There you go.
That was good fun.
Well, that was a great episode, guys. Thank you very much. If you are going to LGT, we look forward to seeing you. If you have a copy of our book, the Wargamers Handbook, is that right?
The Wargamers Guide
to the Galaxy. I keep saying it. I keep wanting to say the Wargamers Guide to the Galaxy. The Wargamers Handbook, a complimentary guide to the wargaming profession. I don't know what it's. I'll never get it right.
I mean, if any listener knows the name of our own book and would like to email it in, then that might be helpful, so we've got it for reference purposes.
We just don't seem to know the name of our own book. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Please email us in with listener questions at joshingaroundinea@gmail.com. Please buy our book. It's a great book. It's got guides to painting and many other things, how to play war games well. But yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't have it does have a title on it, so please let us know what it is. But yeah, if you've already got the book and you're coming to LGT, bring it along. We'll sign it. Okay.
We might be wearing our t-shirts.
Oh yeah, we got Conquest t-shirts.
Not just Conquest t-shirts.
Sorry, Joshing Around t-shirts.
Joshing Around in Air t-shirts. Yeah, we've had Conquest t-shirts for a while. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to lose some weight, but I don't know if I've quite lost enough weight to make it fit comfortably. So I may be looking a bit like the Michelin Man. It'll be good. It'll be good.
I feel like we need to do a second edition of our book where we brag on the front that we're the 97th best painting podcast.
Yeah.
In the world. Yeah. Anyway, right. Well, thank you very much for listening, and we will see you at the weekend.
The LGT.